What is up? It's Iwanna here, back with a brand new episode of Sludge Underground podcast. And today I've got my homies Dank Neighbourhood in the house, one of the best creative collectives in South Africa. And they also recently dropped an EP called Risky Text Olympics, which you're going to be talking about sometime down the line during the show. And I'd just like to quickly remind you to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you enjoy the episode. Leave us a rating on Spotify if you do enjoy that, or if you listen on Spotify. And also check out our latest merch. We've got some tie-dye merch that is limited edition, 100% cotton, and it's only available on the casual sex store. All the links are in the description. So, homies, Dank Neighbourhood. You guys are obviously in Stelies, Cape Town. How many of you guys are actually in the group?
Yo, it ranges, any given day it can be between like 8 and 15 people. But I'd say usually it's around nine of us.
It's actually really interesting that there's around 9 of you, because it means there's various ideas, coming in all at once. How do you guys actually decide on who ends up on, some of the tracks? And what are sort of the dynamics, behind that in terms of, who contributes, towards what?
I think it's a very organic process. I feel like some guys will feel a certain way about a track. Other people probably won't feel the same way. So if you really want to be on something, then, nothing's going to stop you. But not everyone wants to be on every track. So it's quite an organic process of choosing who wants to be on what. And then because there are so many different opinions, it almost helps weed out the bad ideas, because you've got so many different people having a look at something that the group will always or usually end up making the best possible decision, if that makes sense.
I find as a group, we have pretty high standards. So generally how it works is we have a couple of producers and guys that make the track, make the music. They'll play it for us, and we'll each sort of, have our own vibe or what we think the track should sound like. And then we'll do it for each other, and then we all decide, okay, that sounds best or that sounds best. And we all know, if me personally, if I don't feel like I could do the best on this song, then I'll just, sit back and help the other guys. We know what type of music suits ourselves. We all come from sort of different backgrounds. We all have different vibes. So there's generally certain songs that'll suit certain artists compared to other ones. So we're all pretty self-aware about that, which is quite cool.
So when it comes to the metadata now, how do you guys sort of go about crediting? Considering that there's so many of you. Say, for example, there's 3 of you guys that have made a song. Would that sort of be credited as, Dank Neighbourhood? Or would it be sort of the individuals' names would be present just under the umbrella of Dank Neighbourhood?
Yeah, we have songs that only have 2 people on.
Or even one person.
One person singing and then a producer, So that's still Dank Neighbourhood as a whole. But like you said, in the metadata in the background, people are specified. The lyricists and the producers are all specified, definitely in the back there.
But if we market in the song or whatever, it'll be marketed under the umbrella of the cult of Dank Neighbourhood.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also something important to note is that there's many artists within Dank Neighbourhood that release their own music already by themselves, and solo projects, other features. It wouldn't be a DN project, but it's members from DN doing it, That is a separate case, I guess. Just something to note.
No, definitely noteworthy right there, bro. And what would you guys actually call Dank Neighbourhood? I mentioned it's a creative collective. Are you guys a creative or rather a collective of different creatives that came together, to make music? Or would you say you're a rap group? Or you guys a band? Specify for me.
Yeah, it changes day to day.
But I think what you said, a collective of artists that have just come together, is quite a
succinct way of putting it.
A good way to say it. The plan is also not move away, but diversify,
incorporate new forms of art.
No, that's very impressive, guys. I honestly feel like there's no one else that's doing what you guys are doing, especially at the level that you're doing it at.
Shut up.
So you got to get your props for that there. Who came up with the name?
I think it was Nate.
Nate,
yeah. One of our homies.
A member actually.
Yeah.
He's in Durban at the moment. Shout out Nate Dog.
Shout out Nate to the DOGZ. How did he come up with that name?
I think a couple of the homies were cruising around this one suburb in Stellenbosch. It's super fancy, and all the houses are really built up and expensive and shit. And he was just this is a really dank neighborhood. And we were like, hey, That's a pretty cool sounding name.
I really like how this came together. You know, the name was very easy, very simple. You guys didn't have to think too hard about it. Shout out to the homie Nate once again. Now, obviously, you did mention Stellenbosch there, and you guys being a collective, you know, come from different places. So who specifically is from Stellenbosch? And you obviously also mentioned that Nate is out in Durban. So where are you guys from individually?
Yeah, all over the show. The band started in Stellies because we all studied here together. So that's how we all met.
Lots of us.
Lots of us. Most of us met here. But nowadays, there's guys, one of the band members is moving to Germany in two days' time. A lot of us have moved to Cape Town. Worcester, Joburg, Durban. So it can get pretty difficult to like get together, but we make the best of it.
And some of us have known each other for quite a while. Like obviously Josh and I are brothers, so we grew up together, and we've known Paul since we all grew up together in the garden roots. So we've known each other since we were like very young, and then sort of reconnected when it came to Stellenbosch and studied. And now Josh and I moved here, so our family lives here now. We've lived here for a while. But most of the crews moved to Cape Town. 7 or 8 of the guys live there.
Yeah.
So we all try and make missions. Like recently, we had a little recording session and stuff. Most of the Oaks pulled through to one of the houses. We set up a little studio, record some music. So we try and make it work. And even if Oaks we can record and stuff remotely. So we send beats and stuff on our Google Drive, and guys can listen to it, rap some stuff or sing some stuff, send it through, and then we can all sort of like collated in a different place.
Given the circumstances, you know, with everyone sort of living so far apart, how often do you guys actually like meet up to practice and maybe, you know, record? Especially because in Anthropology, you know, some of the tracks on there have got a very live sort of sound to them. So how did you guys actually also execute that? So it's sort of like 2 questions in one.
We try to like meet up once a week on Wednesdays to practice. And what was the other question you asked? The live sound in our last album. Yeah, so we don't have studios. Like we record wherever we can and like wherever we are, I guess. Like whoever's room, like we find. And yeah, so that's probably why it sounds so live, because it was so live.
Yeah, we built a studio we rented a house in Betty's Bay, and we like hung blankets up over the windows, put up set up a little recording studio type thing, and try to soundproof as much as possible. And that's how we recorded Anthropology, our first album on Apple Music. So nowadays I feel like the quality's gotten a little bit better in terms of we've gotten a bit better at making studios, and we've got better equipment and stuff like that. So the more like later releases are getting a little bit more polished. But yeah, I think that's what gives that sort of live energy and style. We're all sitting in the room together, so it is almost like a live performance, like 10 guys rapping to each other. So I think that's what probably comes through in the music. You
guys pulled off such an incredible sound on Anthropology. Like, I must actually give a huge shout out to Casey, because she's the one who got me onto your stuff. She sent me a link to FIFA 22, and I had to listen to that. And I was like, man, these guys are insane. So I went onto Spotify and I found your other gems, you know, like Grandma's Piano, which is a really dope one, and Spoken Words as well, which is a firm favorite of mine. And I want us to focus a bit on FIFA 22. You know, what were you guys sort of thinking going into that day? You know, was it sort of like a thing to sort of get the song on FIFA 22? Tell me a bit more about that there.
Yeah. So that's exactly where the name came from. We were like, so it was during the recording weekend in Betty's Bay, which is like this tiny town, probably like an hour drive away from Stellenbosch. And it was like 3 days, like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And our homie Zuko that raps on FIFA 22, he heard the beats by our producer Zwoog, and he spent the whole night just like jamming it in his headphones. Then he came in the morning and was like, yo guys, I got something I want to spit. If I can lay it out there for us. We went insane. The shit went really hard. And we were like, damn, this sounds like it should be on a FIFA soundtrack. So that's where we got the idea for the name.
Yeah, it's funny as well, because I recorded the hook the night before, and obviously it's quite like a drum and bassy, like very fast-paced thing. And we didn't think anyone would rap on it at all. So I sort of like sang the hook, and cool. The next morning we were all kind of getting ready to pack up, and Zuka says, "Nah, guys, I got something I can spit on this." And he rapped, and it became one of our like sort of the single we released before the album. It's definitely our biggest sort of hype song. It's a really fun song. We love performing it, and we checked on our like Apple Music stats and Spotify and stuff. We're getting listened to in lots of different countries and stuff. It's really crazy to see as like
The reach.
as just a couple dudes that wanted to make some music, and we recorded some stuff in a room, and now there's people in like Malaysia listening to our music. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really epic indeed, guys. Who's the homie on the cover art? Because that's also quite unique as well.
So that was a photo that I took at the Weed March in Cape Town in 2018, and I just really fucked with it. And the fact that he has like the 2 up, I was like, hey, makes sense.
You did a phenomenal job with that one there, man. Like, it's seriously, it sticks out. Like, you know, for some reason it resonates or it communicates with the title of the track, you know, FIFA 22. It does look like, you know, a piece of artwork that you'd see, you know, within the soundtrack. So props on that one there. I want you guys to tell me a bit more about Grandma's Piano, which is my absolute favorite. The bass line in there, who's responsible for that? Because it is incredible. It's one of my favorite parts, you know, to that song.
So it was a homie, or one of our producers, courtside, Rainu. Shout out Rainu. He just came with the beats on that weekend, and he played it for us. We just really fucked with it. And it's called Grandma's Piano because the piano that you hear in the song, he recorded on his grandmother's piano, and so the name just stuck.
Does his grandma know that her piano is featured on a song?
I highly doubt it, to be honest.
Shout out to grandma. Now, looking at spoken words, which is one of my favorites as well, who's on the hook there? Because they got a really nice sort of singing vibe going.
Uncle Evs, he's in Joburg right now. Shout out to him. He also came through that weekend. That was like also one of the first times we had jammed together with him as well. And he
put out. He had the most energy of anyone there.
He had the most a product, I guess. He had like a lot of shit. He had a lot of shit to say, a lot of shit to sing, a lot of shit to a lot of input. And
he really went hard on that album.
Yeah, it comes out in the album as well. You know, he like really features a lot, and he did a great job there.
Yo, that is incredible. Let's get to the crunch talks now. 2 weeks ago, you guys dropped your brand new EP, Risky Tex Olympics. 4 incredible tracks on there. I've got some favorites. I've actually all of them on my favorites. So tell me a bit more about that. How did you guys manage to get it, or what actually went into, you know, the project ending up sounding the way that it does?
Okay, so I recorded a few of the songs on that album, actually. Yeah. And the recording was really done over quite a long period of time, actually.
Yeah.
Rob Machado was recorded last year, like early last year, I think. We had the hook for it and like a couple verses, and over like literally a year, every now and then someone would come up with a new verse for it.
Yeah.
And like we recorded on separate occasions and kind of brought the whole song together. It changed a lot over the time.
Yeah. We've been sitting on this EP for a while.
Yeah. Well, not this EP.
Yeah,
it wasn't planned as being this EP, but we've been sitting on the individual tracks for a while.
And we really wanted to just get them out there because we want to start like planning towards an album. So we've got like a lot of singles that we're sitting on, and we thought, let's put a couple of them together and just get them out there so people can hear what we've been working on.
Yeah, it's also some of the songs, we like to play them live. They're really, really nice songs to do at shows. So we thought we need to get people listening to these at home. We can't keep playing songs that they don't know at shows.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're super happy that we got it out there. It's some of our favorite songs.
And you guys obviously have some interesting names on this track list, like Rob Machado and Kate Renata. Give me a deep dive.
It's a play on words.
Yeah, a reference.
Yeah, it's a reference because like Courtside, who produced the track, he went into it with the idea of creating like a Kate Renata kind of beat. And we were like, sounds like that. So Kate ran harder, Kate Renata.
That's incredible, you guys. And obviously you dropped it 2 weeks back. How's the reception been? Has it been received well?
Yeah, people seem to be vibing with it. We've got a lot of positive feedback. Streams are doing pretty well. We played a show last week, so it's been dope to like see people react to them like in person and stuff as well. And people seem to really vibe with those 4. We only really play two of them live, and then the other 2 online.
The person who actually also alerted me to the release of the EP was Casey. Once again, shout outs. And it's just incredible. You know, the music that you guys are putting out is just insane. So what does this actually mean? Like, what is the meaning of this EP? Does it mean that we are now going to be seeing, more Dank Neighbourhood? Are we going to be seeing you guys release more content? Are we going to be seeing you guys be more consistent in what you guys are doing? What does this EP sort of signal?
Yeah, it's definitely a statement of intent in a way. Like, since it came out, we've already played a show. We're playing another show tonight. We've got a couple of contacts in Cape Town. We're looking to line up a couple of gigs there. We're thinking of maybe doing a little tour, maybe to the Garden Roots, maybe Durban. I don't know. We're still figuring that out. But yeah, you're definitely going to be seeing and hearing a lot more from us in the near future.
Are we going to be getting any visuals for this EP?
Yeah, you definitely can. We're not 100% like, we don't 100% have any dates just yet, but we're definitely working on some stuff. So keep an eye out.
Now, of all 4 tracks, which would you say is your guys' favorite? I mean, it's an unfair question. You must like and love all 4 equally. But which would you say is sort of like really just up there?
Yeah. Can we all answer? We might have different answers.
We might have different answers.
And I see Marcel's also just joined them.
Marcy, what's your favorite one, bro?
My favorite track is Only on the Weekend.
Only on the Weekend, and why that one in particular?
You can feel the bass in your rectum.
That's a really solid reason there, Marcel, man. And the rest of you guys, which one is your favorite and why?
Overly complacent, just because I really like the beats on that one. It's like, it reminds me of like an NF Doom style beats. It's just super wonky, kind of classic little sample. So I think for me, that one, yeah,
definitely Only on the Weekend. I can't wait to hear that song like on some big speakers.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to go with the other 2 songs so that we can have a tie here. I really did Kitchenada. Shout out Courtside. That thing was so, I love it. It's really nice to hear. I definitely
listen to it the most.
Yeah, and then Rob Machado, I really vibe with because there's so many of us on it that it gives you a sense of what the band is really about. So that I'd say that song is probably more our like style.
Yeah.
As opposed, we vibe with all of them, I guess. What's your favorite? You tell us.
Kitchenada, definitely Kitchenada. But obviously, I get what you're saying when you mention that, you know, Rob Machado is more like Dank, you know. I literally got, that's the vibe that I got. I mean, it being the first track as well, you know, it instantly jumps at you. And when you listen to it, you know, the fact that, as you mentioned there, that it's all of you, you know, on the track. And, you know, it sort of reminded me of, you know, the recent stuff or the previous stuff of yours that I'd listened to. So I'd actually say both of them, actually, Kitchenada and Rob Machado. So I think, for the sake of grasping, you know, what Dank Neighbourhood is about, perhaps you can play out with Rob Machado right at the end.
Sounds good.
Now, we're almost at the end, guys, and what I want to find out from you is that obviously some of you went to Stellenbosch to study. What is it that you guys actually do besides, like, or rather when you're not Dank Neighbourhood?
Man's here as a model.
I think most of us, I'm actually working now.
Yeah, so most people are done studying. A lot of homies moved through to Cape Town for like full-time jobs and shit. People are engineers. This man's a researcher. That man's a financial advisor. So it's very varied.
This man's a model. So yeah, we're talking at diversifying as well that side.
You know, some of those jobs seem pretty demanding, guys. How are you able to, you know, balance, you know, keep the work going, you know, while ensuring that you're not neglecting, you know, Dank Neighbourhood?
I think we're very good at utilizing our time well. So like the other day, we met up in Cape Town and on a public holiday this Wednesday, and we just like sat down, and from like 11 till 3, we just jam music. We planned out the gig, and even the week before that, a couple of us met up and we made a new song in like half an hour. We set ourselves a goal. We said, okay, cool guys, we got half an hour before load shedding. Let's make a new song, and we did. And
this shit pops, yeah.
Really, really nice. So even though we might not be seeing each other like consistently, like every week, when we do meet up, even if it's just for a couple of hours, we really make the most out of it, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I think you always make time for your passions. So even if we don't have a daily like thing where we're seeing each other all the time, it's always in the back of my mind, like, shit, what can I do today to like make a new piece of art for the band, or like work on a new hook, something like that. So it's always in the back of most of our minds.
And we're always communicating. Yeah. Like on the we have a WhatsApp group, and Oaks are sending new beats, and we're chatting about things. And so it's always happening, even if we're not necessarily
consistent back and forth.
Where's Dank Neighbourhood actually headed, guys? I mean, you've got careers, and you've got an income. Is it more like an outlet where you can stimulate that creativity? Will it remain like that, or would you say it's actually headed to a place where it might end up being the source of income, and you find yourselves maybe leaving the job to then focus on Dank Neighbourhood full time?
Because it started as a passion project, like I think for a lot of the Oaks, it still is that. I think a lot of things would have to go right for us to like be able to focus solely on Dank Neighbourhood. But I think, you know, if that had to happen, I think we'd all be super comfortable to quit our day jobs to become full-time musicians. But like, we're also realistic, and it is a difficult industry to make it in. So for now, it's just about the passion and enjoyment of doing it.
Yeah, we just love doing it. We love being a part of it.
Even if no one listens to the music, we still have fun making it. So it's still worth it.
Yeah. And I think the beauty of it is that there's no pressure to like say, guys, we need to eat this week. We need to make music for gigs or music for radio, music for him and her. So like, I think that's also the nice thing about not having that pressure. But obviously, yeah, like Joy said, if we do fucking explode, it'll be very nice. It'll be amazing. Just to quit my day job and make music, make art, rest of my life. So yeah.
But Joe, when you say that a lot of things would have to come right, what is it exactly that is missing at the moment?
I guess just exposure at this stage. Like, all our homies know us, but you know, that's not really going to cut it at the end of the day if you're trying to make a living off it. So really, like, having a song that pops off on like a national scale, something like that, you know.
It might also be as simple as like having, if we could have 2 weeks together, we could probably change fucking anything. But like, it's pretty hard to get 2 weeks where we're all not doing anything but this. So if fucking we get 2 weeks of just making music or just making art, that's pretty much...
They think we want a Grammy.
That's literally a huge game changer that could definitely change everything, I think.
Yeah.
Joe, I see you wearing an Ajax t-shirt there, bro. What's happening?
Nah, I'm just waiting for Ten Hag, bro.
Are you a United supporter, bro?
Yes, sir.
Who do you support?
Last season's champions of Europe, Chelsea.
Yeah. Good man. 1-0, son. 1-0.
But you know what? It was a really frustrating season because we couldn't capitalize against a weak-ass United side one-on-one.
27 shots, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't know where shit went wrong for us. But honestly, do you feel like Ten Hag can come in and actually make a difference, you know, at your club?
Hey, you recorded yet, right?
Yeah. I think if we make changes at the top of the club, it'll trickle down. As long as Ten Hag has the ability to make the decisions that matter, I think it could be a watershed moment for us. But he gets the same treatment as the last 7 or 8 managers where he can't make any important decisions, then we're going to be in the same boat we're in now. So let's see what the board does.
I'm just happy I got Tuchel,
bro, I promise you, we have like the best coach in Europe. Dude, the greatest ever.
Manager.
Dude, I rate him higher than anyone, dude. Like even Guardiola. Like props.
Right, 6 months, he's got like 4 trophies.
Yeah, exactly.
Been to like 6 finals.
Hey, call me when you win 30 Premier League.
Bro, you guys are such a throwback. You stooped down to Arsenal levels. Like, no one cares about you guys anymore.
Hey, that's offensive.
It's just facts. But a quick one for you, Joe. Which 3 players would you sell at United?
Pogba's probably going to leave. Matic is definitely leaving.
Who would you?
If I had to sell 3 players, I would take the hit, get rid of Maguire. This form's just up too far. I think as much as it pains me to say, maybe Rashford as well, get the money from him and invest it in a centre mid. And then fucking Wan-Bissaka. We need an attacking fullback, bro. Fuck that guy.
You heard it here first.
Paul, who do you support and which 3 players are you selling?
Manchester United also, unfortunately. But I'll definitely sell Maguire. I'll definitely sell McTominay.
Yeah.
And
terrible game against us.
Yeah, probably Rashford as well for the money. Very good point he made there for the money. You can buy like 3 players with that money. So yeah, those 3.
Chelsea, man, who are we getting rid of?
Chelsea shouldn't sell anyone, bro. We're gonna keep all our players.
Sell Lukaku, bro. It doesn't fit.
True.
Oh, shame. Get him in.
We should sell Lukaku, dude.
No, I have faith. I have faith.
Nah, dude, he's so bad for the system.
One day, right? I took Timo Werner 2 years. Just give Lukaku time.
Okay, I guess only time will tell, bro. Guys, I really enjoyed this conversation with you. I'd like to thank you for joining me on the show. I've learned a lot about you, and it's really incredible just learning about you guys, you know, beyond the music. You know, so in closing, what are your guys' handles individually and also in terms of Dank Neighbourhood as well?
Oh, yeah. So to reach Dank Neighbourhood, it's at Dank Neighbourhood on Instagram and just Dank Neighbourhood on Facebook and wherever else you want to find us. Spotify, Dank Neighbourhood, Apple Music, Dank Neighbourhood.
The English version of Neighbourhood, by the way.
Yeah. So anglicized, that OU. And then personal, I'm at CoolManSlickVibe. You can find me on Instagram.
At Tom Cruise. Tom _Cruise on Instagram.
At Namibian Hardwood. That's me out here.
Hey, that is proper, guys. And obviously, www.sludgeunderground.com for all things sludge. That is our brand new website. And on social media, Facebook and Instagram, we are at Sludge Underground. And on Twitter, we are at Sludge031. Don't forget to check out our brand new merch line. 100% cotton, hand-dyed, unique, one of a kind. So you'll get all the details to that in the link in the description. And obviously, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you're listening on there, and a rating on Spotify. Guys, are there any parting words before we close out with Rob Machado?
Shout out Sludge, bro. Shout out Sludge podcast. Shout out.
And on that solid shout out from myself, Nasib Iwanna, and my homeboys, Dank Neighbourhood, it's bye for now.
Peace.
See you soon, bro.
I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango. I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango. I'm at a loss for words as I look into the skyline. Between the beauty and pain in the city is a fine line. It's my time. Hello, Mr. Sideline. Who is that, your girl? But I wish it was mine. To awaken the mind, I play a game of chess. Cleans a ride out when my brain is a mess. My pocket's kinda empty, but I couldn't be stressed as I smoke in the bong with MDDS. Might get your girl to hump me, maybe love me, baby drug me, baby Barbie stary stumpy, maybe something from the store. Here's a little more in case you wanted to score.
Young JD, the easy tiger. Never had a job, but I keep getting higher. Never shoot my shot, but I never get rejected. Never at the top, but I'm always so respected. I'm rolling up the best shit that make you kick flip like the Shaq shit. She said she like my vibe, so I put her on my checklist. She got them highlights, like she showing me her best list. She do this money dance, now I'm invested. Yes, this is a perfect crime, but I ain't telling. Smoking all the weed I should be selling. There's some fees up in my dwelling. 15 deep, we all on the beat. $1 million a week is what we aiming for. And you know that we ain't sharing.
I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango. I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango.
So summer blue, lashes drip heavy like the morning dew. She my honey boo, with it like a boy, let's see alpha 2. Lucky I'm a alpha king, picky with the gold ring. Never fail to make her sing. Broke many bones, but I never broke my wings. Don't have time to wait for no fat lady sing. I'm a static stance like a tree growing rings. I'm a glide easy like a bird in the wind. Lyrical magic wreaking havoc, drive up over automatic. Growing older automatic, leaves my life in cinematic. Always moving, never static, lots of time for aquatic. Smoker still a pragmatic, moving places it's a habit.
I got a head and got out of my bed and climbed into a spaceship to Mars. Trusting my feet when I thought of defeat, I ended up eating a star. Love from the east was gifting me peace, blessing the life of the feast. The chances we meet, definitely freak, but listen to life of the meek.
Reach for the stars, you know I'm the one who got the bars. Hey, don't beef cause I take things way too far. But you got love if you didn't have a car. I'm a ho-ho with the dirtiest flow. You niggas are slow poke, see I'm ready to go. Rustle and tussle, I'm fighting the system. That's the hustle, the flyest cat that you've ever seen. Ay, wonder where I've been, ay, looking so damn clean. Usually I smile cause if I don't then I look mean. Hey, don't glance at me with those hateful eyes, darling. I'm sorry, I disguise my true intentions, not to mention.
I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango. I said I got the kind of flow like Rob Machado. From the Monroe straight to the RO. I'm the alpha, she doesn't want the Bravo. She only wants a Delta like Okavango. Oh, when we fuck, I'm creaming. Oh, when you leave, I'm dreaming. I'm feeling love blind, and I'm hooked so tight. Friends refer to us, oh we, then I love you so much that I'm barely breathing. I'm wheezing out, and I'm hooked so tight. Love by dreaming, house by the sea, then walks on the beach and weed in the evening in between. between the sheets and my dick keeps scheming. Girl, this loving heat got the whole room steaming. Love by dreaming, house by the sea, then walks on the beach and weed in the evening. In between the sheets and my dick keeps scheming. Girl, this loving heat got the whole room steaming. I'm creaming.